Hi everyone, I'm back. So I'm going to be doing another term of vlogging. The idea behind this project is that I'm going to be making short videos every week showing you what it's like to be a student at Oxford from the ground level, so from a student's perspective, and to see whether this is going to be an effective form of access for the university and for the college. But things are going to be a little bit different this term. I have to make some changes to the format because, amongst other things, my work commitments this term are a lot more extensive than they were last term. This is the term where I do my master's project. As you can see in this helpful diagram, you can see that the master's project is a very large part of the course, the four-year course at Oxford. And it's an opportunity to, if you really do well in it, also sort of have a pathway into a PhD, which is what I'm hoping to do. So I'm not going to have as much time to make videos this term. So what I propose is that every week I'm going to be still producing a vlog, but that vlog has to be less than 5 minutes long. I have to include some time of me talking about the work that I've been doing, some of the social stuff that I've been doing, although that's not going to be much, and as a result of that I have to include something that's specifically Oxford. I have to go out to somewhere in Oxford and sort of film it and talk about it as a way of getting me out of the house and also actually showing what the kind of things you can do in Oxford. I also want to include a sort of discussion topic each week so that I want to kind of engender more of a community feel to this project, because there's an awful lot of you who watch these vlogs in the same kind of position. You want to get information about Oxford. Some of you have very advanced plans about where you want to go, what subjects you want to do. Some are just kind of starting out and sort of testing the waters. So I thought it'd be really great if we could get some discussion going in the comment section. You guys could start talking to each other as well, and you talking back to me rather than me just talking to you. With that in mind, and the 5-minute rule in particular, I better get a move on because I'm going to run out of time otherwise. So the Oxford term technically only started today. This is now Sunday, the first week, but I've already been back in Oxford for about a week and a half. That's to catch up on work, to get ahead of some work, and just to prepare for the term and try and hit the ground running. So what I've been doing in terms of the work, on the atmospheric physics side, I've been looking at stratospheric chemistry, which is looking at ozone in the middle atmosphere. That is the oxygen 3 rather than oxygen 2, which is the stable molecule, and looking at the processes which create it and destroy it, and the relative rates that those reactions take place at different levels in the atmosphere, which is really cool and very relevant. If you've ever heard of the ozone hole problem over Antarctica and now Australia, that's where a lot of this stuff comes into direct play. In terms of theoretical physics, which is what I've spent most of my time doing, I've been looking at field theories, so the connection between field theory and group theories, and the canonical quantization of classical field theories into quantum field theories, which is an awful lot of very hard maths, and I've spent an awful lot of time through it, and it's great to have those eureka moments where like everything comes together and you suddenly like, oh my god, this all makes sense. I need to have a couple more moments like that, I think, before the year's out, but it's been really good recently actually to get really in depth with it. It's been actually quite enjoyable, even though it's been an awful lot of work. On the social side of things, because I've been doing so much work, I've just been in the library pretty much all the time, I haven't done that much. The only other sort of luxury, if you like, that I'm going to allow myself this term is going to the gym with some friends. But other than that, not much. The only thing which happened this past week was we had a BOP last night. I've mentioned BOPs before, they're parties normally themed in college. This week it was tube stations, so you had people trying to dress up either on their own or in teams as, you know, tube stations. For instance, two of my friends went as cockfosters, and I'm going to leave to your imagination how they did that. I went as Barbican, quite literally Barbie can. I imagine those photos are going to come back and haunt me at some point. I'm going to have to cheat because of the time constraints on the video and count that BOP as the specific Oxford thing, because in my defence, I normally wouldn't have to explain the rules of the video at the start. So that's the specific Oxford thing. In terms of the discussion, I want to kick things off by finding more out about you guys, my audience. I want to find out what stage in your applying to universities you are, whether you're in GCSE, whether you're in A-level, whether you're at another university and you just like watching these or something like that. I want to find out what my viewers are like and get you guys talking to each other. So say which course you're thinking of applying to, which university you're thinking of applying to, if you know which colleges you're thinking of applying to, and see if we can talk in the comments and if you can talk to other people who've got similar sort of plans for their lives. I think that's about it for the time being. Not that much has happened recently because I've just been sat in the library doing work. This is going to be a very serious term for me, so I'm going to have to try and make sure I do these interesting things on the side to stop me from going mad. So a lot going on next week, which I will fill you in due course. Right, that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next week.